Fantasy Baseball Tour. We're on the air right now. Hi, everyone. Jim Bartles along with Tony Allman, my traveler of many years. We've done many videos over the years on our trips. Right now, obviously, you see we're in Washington, D.C., and the background, we've got several hours on our hands to be tourists and check out the Washington Memorial and all the other monuments that are here as well. So anyway, Tony, let's talk a little baseball and we'll get back to Washington because we got a lot of neat things we can talk about there. We've seen, I think, about 3 ballparks so far. Let's start with Baltimore, Camden Yards, Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Quick thought about that ballpark.
Outstanding. Yeah, Orioles Park is one of my favorites. I always enjoy going back there. We saw a great game. The Orioles played the Houston Astros tough, but they still lost by 1 run. I think 3-2 was the score.
What do you like most about that park?
I just like the design, how it's placed in the city. It's just a classic ballpark. It's got good sight lines.
Yeah, it was the first one of the next generation that came out, built in 1991. Let's move on. Citi Field in New York. We went and watched the Mets play. What an exciting game, and a full house crowd, and it was Hawaiian shirt night too.
Yes, we got Hawaiian shirts. We got that was kind of cool. But yeah, the Mets fans are really avid fans, and their team is on a good run. They were loud and proud. It was a fun atmosphere, and there again the Mets did prevail by 1 run.
Came from behind. Yeah. Very good. And again, we haven't been to Yankee Stadium on this one yet, but I know last time I was there, I know my feeling was Citi Field better.
Yes.
Better than Yankee Stadium.
The
overall.
big rotunda to honor Jackie Robinson. They just did a nice job. It's a good site. Like Orioles Park, it's built of brick. It's good and solid. It's going to be there for a while.
I think our next stop was Boston and Fenway Park, and it's one of the classics.
It is. You got to love Fenway. You got to love the neighborhood. We had excellent seats over between third base and the left field foul pole. So we had a good view of the game, and. But the Angels are just too much for the Red Sox, and there again they lost by 1 run.
And yeah, we've had 3 good games in a row.
Absolutely.
And we're hoping for more of that as we go along. All right, so that's going to take us to Cooperstown. Cooperstown is what it is, but so much thing. If you're a baseball purist, there's so much to see and do.
And what I enjoyed, Jim, we were there on yesterday, Monday, a weekday. I spent 4 hours in the museum. I had plenty of time to go and see all of the exhibits and the new inductees, but all the plaques. I particularly wanted to see both Lou Gehrig and Jim Catfish Hunter. They died from the ALS, which my dad had, Terry Steinbach's dad had, Kent Herbeck's dad had. So that's a little bit of the tie-in for me in baseball.
We're at Nationals Park tonight. We go to Philly tomorrow, we'll be to their park, and then Yankee Stadium after that. But right now, we're tourists here in Washington, D.C. We just behind Connie, who's doing the filming. We've got the Lincoln Memorial. We were just up there. Behind us, of course, the Reflections Pool, and also Washington Monument, and we've got what, World War II is back there?
Part of World War II is back there. Off to our right is the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Off to our left, Korean War. So I'll stop by and pay homage to my friends that unfortunately didn't get to come home from the Vietnam War, and to my dad and my uncles that fought in World War II.
Well, we're living the dream, as you always say, Tony.
Yes,
you bet.
we are.
So a lot more coming up. It's the Fantasy Baseball Tour, our second of the summer. We're here in 2019. We'll try to file another report before we head home on Friday. But check it out. Again, a great time. Tony, thanks for your observations once again.
Thank you, Jim.
Jim and Tony, we're from Washington, D.C. on the Fantasy Baseball Tour 2019.